I listen to black rap. As the title says, I listen to black rap from artists like Playboi Carti. This is hypocritical considering I'm a white supremacist, right? And
No.
in response to that, someone
Worth
says,
considering, honestly.
yeah, what are the
Yeah.
lyrics of some of the black rap you listen to? Is any of it anti-white, anti-female, or pro-criminal? If so, why do you listen to it?
Pro-criminal.
Wait,
I like-
anti-female? Are Stormfront users are they
I think
feminists
they're.
now?
I think
Are they
it's.
with
I
Anita?
think it's so that like you can like not disrespecting white women or something.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
I like that they're doing like the kind of like weird anti-sex rad fem thing. It's like you need to interrogate.
Yeah.
Why you like rap?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
need to,
I,
it's like it's your desires and your desires and tastes do not exist in a vacuum.
Yeah, your basal urge for the beat to bump in the whip
He's listening to a whole
is
lot
just
of
so
Red and
beyond.
Black.
I labeled it in the because I realized that none of this has like labels, so I labeled it in there if you guys want to see it. But yeah, and this is from someone whose profile picture says honoring white solidarity today. On the 15th of each month, contribute to the well-being of the white community and wear white to show solidarity. I love how small bean they've gotten.
I just think that it's great that like the moral arc of every community with like kind of fringe political views is the Chapo subreddit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like that's like the place where like every single kind of ideological bubble ends up is like the median post is, hey y'all, we need to talk about a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it problematic if I like this music and then someone with nothing better to do says, well, maybe, but here's all my opinions on it?
Yeah.
The way you should be wearing, and because you're white, you should be wearing a white shirt. How dare you?
He's showing up with like Lake Erie sized pit stains under both arms.
Yeah.
My plain white
Eating
t-shirt.
chocolate ice cream and just
I wanna
dripping it all
read-
over your
Here's
shirt.
buffalo sauce
We're doing
all
a-
over the front.
We're doing a wet t-shirt contest in solidarity with white farmers in South Africa.
Oh god,
I
I
do
need to,
love me
okay,
some
I
wet
actually
t-shirt
need to do like
concepts.
incognito window for this because I do not
Yeah.
want to like just be typing on my computer, just typing
Can
like
you
stories.
No,
I
the-
like
yeah, the FBI
on a
The
film.
FBI agent will see that you're on Stormfront and give you $100.
Yeah, the FBI agent might hire me.
If my search history ever got out after this episode, I would rather just tell people I dabbled in neo-Nazism than
Yeah.
admit it was for my podcast about Reddit posts.
Yeah, I did my funny podcast where I made a joke.
I'm doing fine. My search history is just filled with stormfront.org and then in parentheses different like genres of music like ska and like rap rock.
Stormfront.com/crunch.
Okay.
If you read one of them, could you just like resend it just so I can like keep these organized?
Okay, so this
Oh,
is
you
greatest
want to keep them
movies ever.
organized, huh, Charlie?
yeah, I want to be able to
greatest-
read them.
Greatest movies ever.
Yes, I love this one.
So it seems like the default position is Chapo subreddit and IMDb thread. Like since this is like these are all 13-year-olds. So
Yeah. They're 13.
this
or
guy
they're
just has like a
57.
list of like it's like a Ben-Hur, Rear
Ben Hur's
Window,
ironic.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh no!
Yeah, wait, that one is weird.
Yeah.
Wait, why does he
Willy
like that
Wonka and
one?
the Chocolate Factory.
Back to the Future.
Resident-
Wait, no,
that's
hold
the-
on. You can't like Independence Day. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Not your thing.
Not your thing. No, not allowed. I'm gonna.
Just one neo-Nazi who's really into Defy Bloods.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really great story.
Okay, and then but the comments on this are even greater. Like for starters, there's one, The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, and the greatest movie of all time is The Exorcist. I don't recall any blacks in that film.
Oh no!
Okay, you forget this, but the beginning of The Exorcist takes place in Africa.
Oh, that's right. It does.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
the end of Silence of the Lambs. They
So
actually,
there are
they actually
black
connect.
people in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
own
all.
them.
You're right. It is all like IMDb stuff.
Wait, one of them says Titanic?
That is.
This is Milo Yiannopoulos?
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I mean that well they're like Titanic was a good movie for them because they weren't going to get jump scared by a black person because they weren't allowed on the Titanic. So they're like, ooh,
Yeah, they could
it's
have.
like, yeah, it's like how autistic people like need to watch a specific episode of a kids' TV show to calm down. You need to just watch Titanic over and over again to calm down, because it's
You need to
nice
watch
and calm, and you
Escape
won't get
in the
surprised
Water.
by a black person. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
you
feel
should just watch like
300 would be
Avatar.
really popular with these guys.
Well, someone says only one movie come instantly to my mind: Gladiator. I almost weep at the cinema, and weep is spelled
Almost weep at
W-E-A-P.
the cinema.
I weep.
Bro, I'm fucking weeping. Dude, don't you hate it when you go to see a really funny movie and people won't stop weeping in the theater? Like, none of this shit is,
Again,
the
these
rep
are
stream.
none of
all
this shit is sorrowful.
these are all just old Hollywood movies that they're
When-
listing. It's
wait,
like,
no, there's-
my favorite movie is Dodsworth and To Catch a Thief.
Here's one that isn't.
It's weird.
This guy who says Howl's Moving Castle, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service.
It's just
Awesome.
delivery service.
Yeah,
Let's
reminds him
go.
of a different word that he likes saying.
Mm.
Maybe you pay a little more for the delivery service.
At least someone's reliable isn't skimming the top.
Yeah.
The goy and the harem.
Okay, someone said Passion of the Christ, which I think is pretty good, honestly. Passion of the Christ and Narnia, those are both like pretty consistent.
Fucking Narnia? Dude,
Well, Narnia's like, I think.
Okay. One of
Oh,
them
yeah.
said Ishtar.
Awesome.
What was? It's like what was Ishtar?
Okay, with this guy's Ishtar, Battlefield Earth, Polyester, Waterworld, Return of the Apple Dumpling Gang, and Godzilla versus King Kong. And
Yes, dude.
the Return of the Apple Dumpling Gang one is you can have your man with no name, Clint Eastwood. I'll take the dripping with masculinity of Don Knotts over that
Dripping,
crybaby.
huh?
Say that.
Dripping, yeah.
Oh wait,
I
this
stand
is my
Adolf
favorite
Hitler
one.
and Don Knotts. Those are my 1 and 2. My
Yeah.
1A and my 1B.
Yeah. Jews DNI. Jews and ED Twitter DNI.
Don Knotts is like you're like, yeah, he's masculine, and it's like, really, really?
Well, I don't
Barney
know what this guy looks like.
Fife is
Yeah,
like-
what? No.
That's your like, oh, it's like, yeah, Clint Eastwood's badass, but you know who's really tough? John Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Droopy Dog is
Yeah.
my goat, actually.
Yeah.
He's the toughest guy in cinema history.
the paralyzing masculinity of Martin Short absolutely throws me for a loop.
Here's
Someone says Get Shorty
Oh.
was good.
this is my favorite. It's a top 5. Titanic, Leon the Professional.
Nice.
Oh, I bet.
Far Away, Finding Nemo, and then Downfall (parentheses German), which I guess you would think. I like that they still like Downfall, even though it portrays Hitler as being like hysterical. They just like
Maybe
any
that's their version of like us really liking Unforgiven.
Oh, that's
Like,
right. Yeah,
it's-
that's their
it's
S.
gun
Craig
nut
Zoller.
psycho shit, but it's a
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good story.
It's their like
Yeah.
uncut gems.
Yeah.
It's so
Like
tense.
this guy's actually like this guy's a radical lefty. He actually didn't sympathize with Hitler when he was making it, but in a lot of ways, it's better than our movies where we do sympathize with him.
Oh.
Yeah, Full Metal Jackets, a lot of them. I guess that tracks. Like I guess it's like
Oh, I need to boot these up in incognito mode. I forgot
My
about
first
that.
post on
Yeah, no,
Something
this
Something
is just
nice
like
and
gonna
light.
make
Singing in the rain.
your IP address.
singing in the.
It's like when woke comes back, like they're not gonna spare any of
No.
us for this shit.
We'll deserve it.
I'm just gonna.
We won't have a good
pulling-
enough reason.
They're pulling our nuts off for this one.
I'm gonna quickly, like, as they're kicking the door down, I'm gonna write one of those books from like 2017 that's like, I went into the internet, scum hive
don't-
that produced the alt-right, and then I like
I
showed them.
really don't like how these guys just have the same taste in movies as me a lot of the time.
They
Seven
also have the same taste in
Samurai,
racial politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singing in the Rain, Some Like
Jaws.
It Hot, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It's like, you're not allowed to like those.
Well,
Stop.
I'm allowed to like Liberty Valance.
Oh, come on.
Stop! No, you have to have bad taste. Stop.
Sorry,
Abort-
did we go over the fact that that Stormfront's banner image is a picture of a Roman aqueduct captioned "Every month is White
Yes,
History
I
Month"?
I
love
didn't
that.
even
They
notice
say
that.
every month is
That's
White
cool.
History Month. Because they're like, they're not like the white nationalists on Twitter or whatever that are just like so because like they're unlike Twitter, like there aren't other people to like pick fights with on here, so they're not like.
Sure.
You know, they have the same views, but they're not, like, sort of as outwardly, like, vicious, or, like, they don't need to, you know, like, make themselves look cool. So they end up doing stuff like that. Like, they're doing this talk and saying, like, y'all, it's like, you know, we need white Conda forever right now. And they're, you know, doing the hand signal.
Okay. I have to say, someone has the top 5, and at number 5 it says American History X, and then in parentheses, people say I take this movie the wrong way.
Come on, man.
Swoosh.
Someone
way.
whose profile picture is just the Left 4 Dead cover. They said "Basketball ruled," which is
Really?
yeah. That's the number 1 for me.
Yeah, this is all just boring. It's like either IMDb core
Yeah.
or like Criterion Collection
here's
stuff.
here's a good one. I found one for bands that aren't okay to listen to. I just resent it.
Oh,
Could
they're not
anyone
okay.
could anyone give me a list of bands that are obviously anti-white? I can add a few good white bands for you to all check out. Rammstein, Hansel und Gretel, Oomph, KMFDM.
Hansel und Gretel.
Gretel.
Also, don't Rammstein have like a bunch of songs that are like, yeah, Nazi Germany was fucking whack. These guys
Yeah,
suck.
they don't care. They don't care. About
Yeah,
They have to
there's
say
just
that
that
to
it's-
cover their asses.
If you ever
Yeah.
do that, they'll be
They're
like,
named
media
Rammstein.
literacy much?
Yeah,
Media literacy much, my dudes?
Yeah.
Hansel und Gretel is so funny.
KMFDM, Nine Inch Nails,
Oh, come
Laibach,
on.
The hungry caterpillar.
Pantera, and then Ted Nugent. So I like this guy. This guy very clearly had like he's just into like industrial music, and they remembered like when Ted Nugent said something racist. And he's like, oh, him too, I guess.
You know, one of Pantera's most famous songs is about Phil Anselmo complaining about a guy doing reverse racism to him.
No, but that kind of
9 Inch Nails? What?
Yeah, that's what
I mean, it's two white
Trey
guys, I guess.
Trent is catching some strays here, man. The Social
Yeah.
Network theme is white people music for sure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did Trent do to get this? Like, he was one of those, like, yeah, fuck Bush guys.
I think maybe it's like maybe they just really liked. I'm trying to think of. Well, this guy's like
Closer.
pretty. Yeah. If you guys, here I'll read another one. Obviously anti-white.
All
Okay.
the U. Does he think, like, when you listen to Closer, like, all the U's say Jew instead?
Jew, let me violate Jew.
Obviously anti-white. Okay, I'll give it a go, but they will be rock and metal since that's my main genre. System of a Down (parentheses Jew band). Killswitch Engaged. Has a groid frontman for a long time.
Don't say, no.
Oh, okay, fuck, sorry. Okay, I'll censor that. I assume
There
that's like...
there is, like, a landmine thing here
Well,
going on, because
I don't know.
like,
I feel like if you censor it, it would sound like it would be one of the even worse ones.
I'll still censor it.
The word.
Oh, that's where it comes from. Okay.
Yeah, no, it took me a second to realize it too.
it sounds like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid insult, like Ploopy or
It
whatever.
sounds
Yeah.
like something from Star Wars.
Yeah. It is also really funny to be scandalized by a band whose like one of their most famous songs is doing like a dirty, edgy cover of "Holy Diver" by
Yeah.
Dio.
I fucking hate Alien Ant Farm. What they do with white people, good white people like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. The list continues. Sorry. Linkin Park, Disturbed (parentheses Jew band), U2. No reason given. They just don't like U2. Seven
I
Dust.
just didn't like. I didn't like when they put their album on the
Yeah.
iPhones.
Globalism.
MLK, the
oh.
MLK stuff, I guess.
Post 1994 Sepultura. I don't know what happened in 1994. Alice in Chains.
I think they got a black vocalist.
That, you know what? I'm gonna guess that that's the reason based on the forum we're on.
Yeah. I like that they're giving Sepultura a pass.
Mhm.
Prior to that, like all of the other band members got bewitched, but they were fine before they got that guy.
Yeah, so most of this is like I was just looking up stuff about like music and movies. Gus or Griffin, if you want to read one.
Oh,
I want to read one about Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh yes.
So this is by user Scream of the Butterfly.
Bacon of the
Sabrina
Narwhal.
Carpenter gives debut performance on SNL. Parentheses interracial, can't say that word, loving whore.
Jesus.
It's not the super bad one. It's the Spanish
No,
word
I know.
for black.
Oh, I remember why. I remember why I sent this one. It's because there's someone with a Sonnen Rod profile picture whose username is Carnivore88 who just says barf.
He wasn't even commenting on the performance. He
Yeah.
just ate way too much
It's
raw
just like
steak
that
for
isn't.
dinner.
It's like not for me.
Yeah.
Pu. Oh, I found this one because I was looking up Karen Carpenter.
National Crusader 14 says SNL may be behind this. Does she usually show white guys in her music videos?
Oh wait.
And then his sign off is the white race has a right to live. Stop white genocide. The white race is being funded with third world while white birth rates are below represented.
Is he saying
wait.
that, like SNL, like there's someone behind there, like working with us? It's like let's get some white guys in there.
Yeah,
Let's not make
Lawrence.
this. Yeah.
Sabrina Corp. This is Scream of the Butter. I love Scream of the Butterflies.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So I'm looking more at the music thread, and for starters, they're having like a struggle session if Rammstein is Jewish.
Oh.
But there's also a guy who has the Warrior Cats profile. picture to listen to classical music.
God damn it!
That's so awesome,
honestly, if
man.
you told me that Warrior Cats had white nationalist undertones, I'd be like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I also-
not?
Sabrina Carpenter whores herself to several men in her espresso video.
Oh my god.
She whores herself to word I can't say. We also see in between Sabrina Carpenter's legs as she dances for these men. This video also makes a parody of being arrested by police.
Wait, what the fuck kind of complaint
Yeah, I
is
don't know what the problem
that?
with that last one is.
Yeah. I just love the idea of like one of these guys like sitting at their like 1998 desktop computer watching a Sabrina Carpenter music video in like 240p and they're just like frowning as they watch it.
They've got like Sabrina Carpenter espresso up on one monitor and Europa Universalis 4 up on the other one.
Oh
So,
my
Carrie-
god. Okay. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Carrie
I
Man
thought
says,
this person was saying to listen to Midnight Oil, but they said no. Actually, you should ban Midnight Oil.
oh, damn.
The beds are burning, pant.
Yeah, I thought it was a recommendation at first, which would have been hysterical.
Oh, I thought they were saying like let's take this this oil that burns too long away from whatever. Oh,
Carrie
what a
Man
bunch of-
says, Cat Stevens was good before he became Yusuf Islam and started singing Muslim crap. Keith?
Thanks for the suggestions, but nobody is going to tell me what is or is not okay to listen to. I will continue to enjoy the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Cat Stevens, etc. I think any self-respecting white person knows anti-white music when they hear it.
Okay. It's like
someone-
pornography.
Oh, people are getting in arguments where it's like, yeah, unfortunately Ringo's a Jew, and then someone says, no, he's Welsh, he just looks Semitic. Honestly, if Ringo being Jewish was like the thing that threw you up, like that's just you're just looking for a reason at that point. If John was Jewish, then I would understand.
If you listen to Ringo speak, it's like, yeah, this guy is definitely Jewish. This guy who's like, my name is Ringo.
My name is Dingle.
Yeah,
I love to play in my bathtub. Can I write a song about playing in my
the most
bath with my toys?
Anglo-Saxon guy in the world. That's your
Oh.
culture. That's
Yeah.
your fucking culture.
Yeah.
He's an
Anyone have an
Anglo-Saxon.
extra drink? I'm Ringo. I'd like a little drink on Ringo.
Yeah, that's your fucking culture. It's weird-looking guys named
Yeah.
like Dingle Dingle,
Yeah.
and they all
Jew-
talk like,
Jewish
Oh.
John Lennon, and I'm telling everyone at the party he used to complain at his wife.
Yeah.
It is so funny that there's just one Beatle with the other Beatles have the most normal names ever, and then there is just a guy named Doodad.
Flopsy.
It is. I used to think the John Lennon abuse thing was that because I never really looked into it. I thought he just hit Yoko Ono, but
Me
apparently
too.
it was that Yoko Ono had to teach him that hitting women was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
was
whole
like,
song about
"Oh, I
Yeah,
had no
he's getting.
idea.
I'm getting better all the time. I'm learning.
Oh,
Yeah, he literally has to song
I'm not supposed to slap up a bird. Oh,
Oh.
this is news to me. I understand.
I'm the
I
Beatles.
understand. I'm John. I'm John in the Beatles.
I can only do a Beatles impression when I
Probably
say
something you
I'm
had
the
to learn.
Beatles.
That's probably something you actually had to learn in the 1960s. There's
Yeah.
all those old hilarious like Sean Connery interviews where he's just like, well, you know, like if a girl starts talking to you, there's really only one thing.
Ooh, wait, I wonder what they have to say about Sean Connery. Actually, it's probably just like, this guy's cool. He's
That's
racist.
awesome. He's Scottish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, this guy's
I love
actually
the
white? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have one about Blink 182 getting back together.
Oh yes, I love
And-
this one so much.
Yes.
I love this one so much. Please resend it just so everyone can see.
And this one guy says, same dude.
Yeah.
So like this one guy, they're like all really happy, and one dude's like, same here, dude. I have grown into a country fan recently, but I'll always have a place in my heart for Blink. Seriously, I grew up in such a infested ghetto. If it hadn't been for Blink, I may have become a wigger. Really?
Blink 182 saved me from the white Blink 182
Blink
saved the white
182.
race.
Yeah, save you from a life of wallet chains.
Yeah.
Listening to Paul Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get teased
Could
for
have
this
been
from
into Odd Future.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid an odd future where whites are the minority.
Yep. Say that.
First band I ever really listened to. Their self-titled album was trash though. I hope they go back to their old style. And this is from 14 Lone 88 Wolf.
Cool.
Yes!
His profile picture is the skull. The fucking like death's head.
There's a lot of skulls. You gotta be kind of specific about that
It's
one.
the Nazi skull, the famous one.
I'm sure if I saw it, I'd recognize it.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Is it the Mr.
Travis
Kool-Aid skull?
Parker. Okay, so on the second page they like start doing discourse. So for starters, it's Travis Barker did drums for some rapper. They are not WN friendly.
Oh no.
And another one says, "Can we just get one thing straight? Blink 182 are not punk. Thank you." And then someone's like, actually, they're pop punk.
Yeah.
Words have meanings, y'all.
Yeah. Oh fuck. what's
Miscegenation
up?
is not punk.
Wait, I'm gonna
What's
look
the
at.
litmus test here? Can a white musician like just be in a room with a minority, or like?
I think it's
Okay.
working with them. I guess I don't know if that's
Yeah,
like
you're
the
like
threshold.
you're making sure they have food to eat that day. That's
Yeah.
too much.
I'm gonna look up "Don't Make Me Tap the Sign."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything.
You're not going to be able to read the sign, man.
to. Don't make me tap the sign. It's
Yeah.
just a
You
swastika.
just- don't make me
Yeah.
tap the sign hanging over this water fountain.
Right. This is a long.
Neo Nazis have a different thing they're talking about when they reference "I think you should leave."
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you to leave.
I just think you should leave, man.
Okay. Anti-white movies too.
Oh yeah,
So-
this one.
Anti-white movie, dude. Is it going to be a problem if I haven't seen anti-white movies one?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
an
So
anthology.
Noah is on here, which is obvious, but also really funny.
Yeah.
It's like you had to warn all these Nazis not to watch a 9.5-hour Holocaust documentary.
Also, also
This is the
Fiddler
Malcolm
on the
X movie
Roof.
on here.
Yeah. Fiddler on the Roof, which I like the idea of a white nationalist accidentally watching all the way through. One of them is Meet the Fockers because the director is Jewish.
Yeah, there's a list here that's all just movies where a Jewish person is with a white woman. Casino, Annie Hall.
Casino. It's Casino because Robert De Niro plays a Jew.
They have a magical Jew trope.
I love Casino.
Yes,
is probably
dude.
my favorite Scorsese movie,
It's
but
so
it is
good.
funny that they have like Robert De Niro there, and he's like, "Hey, whoa, I'm a Jew.
I'm a Jew.
Forget
I'm
about
fucking
it."
Jewish. I love.
Like, really? Come on now.
I love when they explode a
Really?
stick figure of him like 3 times, and in the voiceover he's like, "By the way, I survived this." The craziest explosion of all time.
So I'm like getting bit in half by a shark, and it's like, I bet you're wondering how I got out of this
So-
one.
He gets sucked into a turbine of a jet plane and turned into pudding, and he's like, "I'm fine." It's the big corporations
me.
that are fucking me.
Goodfellas. Lorraine Bracco as a Jewess and Ray Liotta. Okay, if you guys can't keep Lorraine Bracco,
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
yeah, they can't play a Jewess. They also are mad about The Keep because Michael Mann directed it, and I didn't even know Michael Mann was a Jew.
They're the best at finding this stuff out. I like
Michael Mann is such a fucking Gentile name.
I know that too.
I
yeah.
feel like
Man.
I feel like they would give him a pass. I feel like they'd be into that if they're into like
Yeah.
the whole traditional gritty masculinity type thing.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
a Jew did
like
it.
he would be there like Dan Bongino or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jewish guys.
learning Michael Mann was a Jew is like almost as surprising as learning Gus was. Like,
To be fair, only half.
yeah, but most of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, it's your mom, so it's the half that counts.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is mom and grandma, so it's the half that counts.
Yeah.
I tried looking up Philip Roth and I couldn't find too much. I was just looking up like mid-brow Jewish intellectuals and like filmmakers to see how many of them they had heard of. I think I found one good when I looked up Coen Brothers. Oh yeah, I mean it was just like basically that same thread. One of the movies that you can't see is a movie from 1962 just called Hitler.
No.
Yeah, which I think that's a good warning because I bet they were like all over that. It's like Hitler. There's a movie called Hitler. Check this out. Like a dog.
Hitler.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good
Hitler?
for me. Yeah, Hitler. Riddler. God damn it.
Do they like Scooby Doo? Do we think?
Ooh,
Just
that's
going in. Just
All of the characters are white. I feel like they would. I feel like
You don't
they'd
think
be pro
Velma's-
Scooby-Doo.
She's,
Jewish?
take what you can get. No, I don't think she's Jewish actually.
Is Jinkies a Jewish
think
last name?
I think she's
Boy,
Chinese.
Jinkies.
Hey, Jinkies, you want some gefilte fish?
just send them all to the Jinkies ghettos.
The Jenkins shooting.
We think you will find good mysteries there, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm gonna look up the word yikes.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
I like imagining the kind of wholesome Chungus Stormfront member watching a movie and going like, "Ah, jeez, there's a Jewish guy here.
Yeah.
What the heck?"
Oh, geez, God, oh,
It's
God,
like
I'm up
watching
here.
watching your favorite
Oh,
movie
my.
from the 90s, but every single little text in that comic just goes, "Oh, that guy's Jewish."
Oh,
Just like-
yeah, it's like those people that are like rewatching your favorite 2000s
Yes.
comedy.
This
Oh,
guy's
no.
a Jew. I can tell by his nose.
Homophobic joke.
Oh no, Andy Samberg is Jewish.
You guys, it's an Adam Sandler
Just
movie.
watching
He's
a
Jewish.
Judd Apatow movie like this, like, oh no.
Honestly, that's like I kind of like if you like had a pretty normal childhood and then you become like extremely anti-Semitic as an adult. I can like get how that sucks because it's like every single movie you ever liked is the equivalent of like all the like rapists were cast in it. Like there was
yeah,
a
it's
single
like
cast
a live
member.
rape video to you.
Yeah, that's what it is, and you can like I don't know what you can only watch. Saving single Jewish men with white women, Saving Silverman, Jason Biggs, again a non-Jew playing a Jew with Amanda Detmer playing a nun in training. Wait, so it's because he's pretending to be Jewish? That's
Yeah, you can't
know,
watch any movies with real Jews or about Jews. It really
Yeah.
well, I'm honestly only just now realizing that Nazis are like low-key close-minded about this kind of stuff.
Griffin, do you want to read one that I
I'd love
sent?
to.
Yeah, just skim through there. Again, this is kind of disorganized.
I've got what do you listen to while working out?
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah,
please,
that's good.
Which is going to have some unfortunate overlap with music I like a lot.
Yeah, wait, read the Stormfront post.
Yeah.
Sometimes-
Yeah, I didn't know, Gus. I didn't know you listened to Hansel and Gretel.
The monkeys
When I
jumping
work
on
out,
their
I
bed.
usually listen to heavy metal like Elder, High on Fire, and The Sword, who all have a great high fantasy vibe. I also listen to more mainstream metal like Megadeth and Metallica. What do you like to listen to while exercising? And some guy lists the page for the band Dokken on Encyclopedia Metallum, the Metal Archives.
Just say Encyclopedia Metallica. That's so much better.
Can you listen to that one Metallica album if you're a white nationalist? Like, I know it's not like actually that, but it's the title's like.
All right,
Can you
so
listen to Black
we've gotten
Sabbath?
like 4 to 5 bands I like just in the first 2 posts.
Yeah.
Hey, they're all.
Two
Hey,
of them were Megadeth and Metallica. I don't think
Well,
I
it'd
have
be
to.
bad if they were in here like, oh, I like to listen to the Bill Simmons podcast while I do cardio.
I listen to marches, soldier songs, and patriotic songs from around the world, mostly German and Japanese.
Oh, I wonder why.
Just
That's
do
so
crushing
sick.
preacher curls. They're like,
Yeah. Benching the bar.
Yeah. Here's one that unless there's anything else in that thread, here's a post I found. I do not know how I found this one. I think I might have just looked up dinosaurs, a Jewish lie. Were dinosaurs dragons?
Yes.
No.
Yes, dude, we made it up. They got us. They fucking got us, dude. We made up
Shut the
dinosaurs.
fuck up! What's the point of being a Nazi if you can't believe
You
in
can't even play
dinosaurs?
with dinosaurs.
Yeah, this is like one of the fourth guy removed from Daenerys rumors in Feast for Crows. I heard the Dorns made up
God, if you're
dinosaurs
like
to
a
convince
Nazi
us Daenerys has no dragons.
What do you even play with? You probably think like astronauts are gay bullshit. All the cars are made in China, and dinosaurs are Jewish. So like, what toys do you play with?
You have like a George Lincoln Rockwell doll. Just full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play with Lincoln Logs and the ball and the cup. That was why they invented that toy back then, because all the kids were so racist.
You can't play with Lincoln Logs. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, obviously.
Duh.
I prefer Douglas logs if I have to.
Douglas Logs. Douglas.
Just don't work.
Yeah.
Rejoining.
Okay.
I like this comment. I believe that dragons were the only way to explain dinosaur fossils before science figured it out. Imagine finding a T-Rex skull about 500 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
wait, guys,
wait,
I need to read one in a
can
second.
I just say, you know what? Yes,
Yeah.
please read. It sounds really good.
Okay. I have found the greatest thread in the history of Stormfront.
Is it the
Titled "Is Roblox Aryan?"
Is Roblox Aryan?
I think this guy might be fucking with these guys.
Well, you think
His
user
name is
Fortnite
Fortnite
Skibbity might be fucking with
and joined June 2025.
Yeah.
The idea of building things in Roblox. I like this post because they tell he's fucking with them, like they could tell, but they get like genuinely mad.
Yeah.
So he says the idea of building things in Roblox is inherently white. Unlike Genshin Slop and other Chinese games which teach femboys and feminine men, Roblox promotes capitalism via hard work and labor through work at a pizza place. Roblox is a white game. And Xavier23 replies, "What is this bullshit? Is this the best shit post you could come up with, Junior?
Junior.
Is this a troll post? You have to be." And that guy's name is a white dude.
Yeah.
That's funny because Roblox has probably done more to advance the cause of Nazism in this country than any of these
Yeah.
Any Stormfront
Like
user.
every single news story, like there's been like 100 news stories. It's like, yeah, you get recruited to a Nazi Satanist cult in
Yeah.
Roblox.
It's either
Just
that.
go on there, and then like all of a sudden, like you have to send videos of you shooting your dog. to the
Yeah,
Discord
yeah.
server.
You have to flush your hamster down the toilet and then fish it back up and bite its head off. Keep it
It's
guessing.
either that. It's either that or like Nigerian timber worker simulator, and it's like kids just playing that for like 6 hours on end. Does one of you want to read the one that I just sent? Because this might be the best thread just in general.
Sure.
It was started in 2003.
This is from user Peter the Great. First sexual experience. Greeting, white comrades. I have been wondering for a long time, what is the proper age for first sexual experience? On the one
6.
hand, today, young people have their first sex at very young age, and the mass media like MTV is sending a message to the youth that it is all right. On the other hand, there is the conservative point of view, which claims that sex at young age is not good. And another, even more conservative point of view is that people shall have sex only after they get married. Another issue is that there is a different attitude towards males and females. Even in the most conservative society, the male may have a lot of partners before he get married, while the female is not allowed to do so, and social sanctions are enforced against her if she do so. What are your opinions, and what is the position of white nationalists about it? Thank you, Peter the Great. I like this one because it's from so long ago they don't like know how to think. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
figured out the position.
I just like these schisms within white nationalism because like it's perfectly compatible to be like a Christian white nationalist, and it's also possible to be like a Satanist white nationalist or a pagan.
Right.
And these are like more irreconcilable than being like a white nationalist and an anti-racist, so they just all hate each other.
Someone says, well, I guess that is the very subjective issue, and we will not, it's Peter the Great again, will not convince each other if so we better leave it. Yet you have made some very good points, and I thank you for a good debate, respected sir. I
Wow.
would like to comment on this.
Thank you, good sir. Please fuck my ass, good sir.
At least
Sir,
for
please come in my butt, good sir.
at least for
Send
me.
me over and
If you would insert your phallic
Oh
member
my
in
God.
between my butt cheeks
User
and Bustinheim inside them, please.
User SS Wolf says, I was only 12 at the time. It was scary. I was all alone.
Oh no!
SS Wolf 12.
Do I have to
Touched
feel
on-
bad for the Nazis who got molested?
I wish more people like
What if he was like already a Nazi when he got touched
Yeah.
on? He got, like a 12-year-old hitting the sea Kyle, and then just
Yeah.
like this evil woman.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's fuck this kid.
that's a brilliant
Yeah.
scheme, actually. If you're like you're a female pedophile, you find a Nazi child.
I wish-
and no one feels bad for him. He's like, oh, I got touched. It's like, well, you shouldn't have
Shouldn't
loved
have-
Hitler.
you shouldn't-
Oh yeah, I bet you went into that all white van, didn't you?
Yeah.
This should happen
God,
more. The
that's a
trope of the
brilliant
like
scheme.
50-year-old guy who's like, yeah, I fucked my teacher when I was 13. It was awesome. There should be more guys who are like, yeah, I had sex when I was 12. It was really scary. I was freaking out. I didn't know what was happening to my body. I thought I was being taken over by demons.
I found a really an old one, I think from 2006, titled "Halloween and Trick or Treat."
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Does anyone else think that trick or treating is good for building community? I think it is a great old tradition that gives people a good chance to meet their neighbors' children. It builds goodwill in the community and neighborhood camaraderie. For people with young children, it is an excellent excuse to briefly meet your neighbors and size them up as you take the little ones door to door. As white nationalists, we should do our best to participate in any activity that builds white community. Even if your neighborhood is mixed, you should at least give the little beggars candy. It gives you a chance to get... I need to clarify, in case that came across quietly, I said beggars.
GGG.
Oh,
with a
okay.
B.
Yeah.
Beggars. It gives you a chance to get a good look at them for the police report you will need to file with them. Jesus.
They
Come
stole
on,
candy
man.
from me. They stole candy from me.
Oh, I know. When
like a Woody
the
Allen
little muds
Yeah.
grow up into gangbangers in a few years.
That is
Jesus.
like I have to give him almost props.
That's
there.
pretty-
That's like
it's- it's a
Woody
little
Allen
funny.
setup to be like it's like you give the candy to the white kids, and for the other kids, it's good to know. Like it's a
Yeah.
very like
Yeah.
Annie Hall setup.
Oh, you're so cute. You must be like a criminal or a gangbanger or...
Yeah.
registered
a fucking
sex offender.
neo-Nazi who's like sorting all of the good candy to give to white
Yeah,
kids
he
and
has
all
a
of the
bowl.
bad
He has
ones.
a bowl of Kit Kats and a bowl of toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Black kids that he's giving candy to are like dressed like Goku, and it's like, so what? Are you a hip hop style? rapper?
Even like if a white kid shows up in a basketball jersey, he's not getting candy. That's too far.
I agree. A good icebreaker for feeling at your neighbors too. Very easy to turn the conversation to. It's a shame the neighborhood isn't as safe as it used to be due to all the.
Okay.
Imagine also like you're holding out candy. This guy's bringing you like his kids, and it's like, oh, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. It's like, by the way, about all the poop.
Yeah.
How about them Puerto
What?
Ricans?
Yeah. How about the Puerto Ricans? How about the Guatemalans? How about the El Salvadorian? I mean, I can go on.
I like this one very antisocial Nazi who says, "No, people around here almost never talk to each other. You just give the kids candy and they move on to the next house. If I manage to talk to someone, it's always a person I've never seen before and will never see again. The last 2 or 3 years have sucked. It seems like most of the kids around here moved away or too old to go trick or treating anymore."
Aw.
Yeah, that's how kids work. All the kids
That's-
moved away.
He's like sad. The kids can't trick or treat.
There's a guy who says, "Can we take mug shots of the brown children?"
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, that's a good way to... I like how this started off. It's like, maybe you can engage with your community. Yeah, by taking pictures of all the black kids.
Wait. One guy with a Thor AVI says, "Costume idea: write numbers on your forearm and go as a liar."
He just had like one like BPD
Bros.
girlfriend. He doesn't even know about the Holocaust thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's just really scared of Christopher Nolan's Memento.
I think there's
This is mostly just guys reminiscing.
Who
One
wants to
sec.
read about Family Guy?
Halloween for blacks in Detroit and spreading across USA is an excuse for literal arson attacks, window breakage,
That's
car
Dan's
vandalism
brother.
and theft, and physical crime, such as assault, burning weapons attacks, and rape.
Jesus.
So
Burning
sorry, I
weapons
had to
attacks
leave
is
and
really
come back.
funny.
This is still about Halloween.
Yes, this is for Halloween.
Okay.
Oh,
One
here's
guy, and Nagy Incorporated says, "I was born on Halloween."
This user is the devil.
Can you only give white candy on Halloween? Like, yeah.
The mystery
white
airheads and
chocolate.
dum-dums.
Yeah.
Yeah. just an almond joy with no chocolate on it. It's just a bunch of
Little
coconut.
Wet,
Yeah.
just
One guy
lollipop
links
sticks.
a YouTube video of people fighting in a waffle in a Denny's on Halloween and says, "Look at how these diverse Obama voters celebrate Halloween inside a Denny's."
I like
That's
it. Is there like a more principled way to celebrate Halloween for white nationalists?
not
Yeah,
sure.
that
I'm
video
not sure.
of the metal band playing at the Denny's, and there's people are moshing in the pit at the Denny's.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave and come back for 1 sec.
Hello.
Hello. Who wants to read the one that I just sent? Because I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Family Guy one is literally just a guy, no responses.
Yeah.
Just posting like thousands of Family Guy links.
Oh, it's just
So
like
being like the like house weirdo in the like he's literally like I love this guy. He's literally being like the Jack P. Lamb of the fucking
Yeah.
white nationalist.
Yep.
Okay.
And rap.
White people invented the blues, jazz, rock
my
and
God.
roll, and rap. Okay.
I think I found this by looking up rockabilly.
1 sec. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
White people are responsible for the creation of many of the most popular forms of music. White people invented the blues, jazz, rock and roll, and rap music. White liberals and blacks often falsely credit blacks with the accomplishments of white people. For example, they claim that the blacks invented the traffic light, the blood bank, the air conditioning when these things were invented by whites. I've never heard about any of these. So
It's like something you learn during Black History Month. It's like, well, we need someone other than the peanut butter guy.
yeah. Yeah, I think we only got like the peanut guy.
Yeah.
I think you're like a little bit younger than me, so they finally moved on.
They
from
moved
George
on
Washington.
from
Yeah. Okay. The blues came from the British Isles.
Greensleeves
The early
is like-
blues song is
I
Greensleeves.
bet it sounds great. I
Yeah,
bet it
it's
sounds really
like-
good.
Hey,
It's like slow,
Greensleeves, is this
shitty,
the
like kind
same-
of dance music, like
That is
for
not
when you dance with your
blues.
grandma before she gets put down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually invented they invented rap
kinda
music
did.
with "What Would You Do with the Drunken Sailor."
Yeah, no, the blues, that is okay. That's a huge reach.
Yeah, if
The
music
first
is
recorded-
sad, it's blues, and white people
The
invented
first
it.
recorded jazz song was Livery Stable Blues by the Dixieland Jazz Band, recorded in 1917.
Nick
Band member
LaRocca.
Nick LaRocca claimed to have invented jazz,
Yeah.
and his music is the first known example.
I would love to be
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, I
would love to
invented
come
that
on.
All on
shit. It was
so
easy.
many levels.
Claim to invent jazz. Just yeah, I invented this.
Yeah, there's all-
I invented water too.
started recording shit in the 1910s.
Nick
Yeah,
LaRocca.
no one was doing it before me. Oh, this guy's from Sicily, also, which is even
Cool.
better.
Rock and roll is often claimed
Yeah.
to be speeded up blues. This claim ignores the influence of white country music and rock and roll.
It's all the fucking
Either way,
same.
rock and roll developed from white music. Country music came out of the fucking blues too, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't get any of this. You don't get any of this. You get classical music, obviously. Maybe you get bluegrass, but that's it.
Back in Hyperborea,
You get
everything was just
Blady.
"Ride with Me" by
That's
Nelly,
cool.
but it was by white people. It was all it was
first
rap and country.
Example of
Yeah.
the first known recorded example of a rock and roll song is "Move It On Over,"
1947.
recorded by Hank Williams in 1947. Not even fucking close,
No.
man. Not even fucking close. Yeah. It was the template for such songs as "Rock Around the Clock" and "Roll Over Beethoven." Oh, and the term rock and roll was used by whites in the 1800s. For
Yeah, to
example,
describe what killed their kids.
It probably refers to the motion of trains.
Yeah, it probably refers to a lot of things.
Okay,
It's
this
awesome.
one's the craziest
I believe
one.
this.
Rap was being done by whites in the 1920s. This is like a black Israelite.
Went to the store and I
Yeah,
bought
that's
some
a-
meat.
Like, it's like, yeah, the Fantastic Four was black.
Yeah. Guys, we're out of liquor.
I sat around in my house all day. I lost all my
They
money.
did prohibition. What are we
Everything
gonna do?
sucks. There's nothing to do.
Like,
I read a book.
Yeah.
I only have one book. I read my book.
there's no everything's boring as shit. I have 19 kids. Yeah. And I'm illiterate. First recorded rap song was recorded in 1927 by Swedish artist Evert Taube.
Muren.
It was called Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but I am going to Google it and see is this
It sounds like Mike
is
James.
this like a rap song? Because if this is an actual like
I think I've heard it. It's like oh wait, so that's unfortunately yeah, it's like the Great Wall of China in Swedish.
That's funny.
So when you look it up, you just get the Great Wall of China. Yeah, because let me listen to that. Oh wait, no, that autoplay.
Richard sounded like cool, like
Yeah, it's just like it's like catchy music.
yeah. Slowed down, cloud rap.
made by a white person.
Yeah, it's Sweden.
Now I want to hear it. Awesome.
Like I was pooping.
I can't believe this. This guy
Yeah.
might have a point on this one.
But it's everyone was listening to that, like, you know, everyone was just listening to that all the time, you know, in like inner cities. That's where it really, you know, popped off. Let them keep the garbage called rap.
Yeah, no, we did not
I
invent
don't know
rap.
why. Yeah, I like
Garbage
this.
called
Some of
rap.
them are like, no, we don't want rap. We do not want rap.
That's like the name of like a really racist like indie rock band from 2009 is called a
Oh, wait.
garbage called rap.
It's all hearsay. I can say my grandfather was rapping in the 1800s. Doesn't mean that it was true or not. Move on. There are non-whites who have accomplished things like rap, obviously mediocre, but we still don't need credit for everything.
This is straight up.
Oh, that's
Wait,
very
this
nice
is straight.
of them that they're, you know, that they're so
By 30
Blues
Seconds
they
to
want.
Mars.
It's no good. It was made 100 times better by bands like the Rolling Stones.
yeah. By Weezer. Oh wait, hold on. I need to look up Weezer on. I need to look up Weezer. Yeah.
Yeah,
How did I not
owning
look
lots
up
of
Weezer
slaves.
when I was going when I was putting different terms in? Yeah.
No.
I am still Adolf Hitler.
Oh, did you guys see that clip of Caleb talking about how he's like actually on the no-fly list because of that video?
Oh really? That's hilarious.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, you told me about. I remember because I told him to do like a follow-up one that was like, and I don't want to kill Joe Biden anymore. Yeah, I think that was when he
Yeah.
like pulled out of Afghanistan, and I remember like Caleb texted me like I would do that except for the fact that I am in a lot
So
of.
remember,
legal
he
trouble
also
right
did
now.
that video where he said he was going to go to war with the United States.
No, I remember he told the story and he said that
And
the
they
Secret
called
Service
him
just
and they were
called
like,
him.
"Hey, you
And they
are
basically
you
said,
gonna
like,
like
hey, if it
actually
wasn't,
go
like,
to war with
peak
the
COVID,
United
we would
States?"
be,
He was
like,
like,
breaking
"No."
down
And
your
like,
door.
well, okay, in the future, don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he also posted like the first 15 seconds of a video that was kind of like that, and I'm like, was this video longer? And he was like, oh yeah, but they told me I would be in a lot of trouble.
Didn't he get like a reported to like Emerson administration over the Obama one?
Oh no, I don't know about the Emerson. Like, I
freaking
don't know. I think what happened was that like he posted that, and then a bunch of like Emerson girls were just like, y'all, we need to talk about this right here. Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to look improv. I'm gonna look up
Oh, yeah,
improv.
Yeah.
Did we already do the John Lennon one?
Oh no, you want to read that one?
Yeah. What do Stormfronters think of John Lennon? His
Yay.
songs had a communist one world message to them. But then back in those days, that was what was sold. Parentheses, at least some of his songs did. A right-wing nationalist song would never have made it. He spent a week in bed with his a word for Japanese people, wife to protest violence.
Black.
I guess he was just doing. It's just still the N-word.
It's like
it's just
Tom
the
Draper.
I guess he was just doing what he
This is
did
what you
because
had to
that
do
is what
back
made
then.
money in those times. I don't think he was actually a deep thinking person.
So this guy's like kind of sympathetic to John Lennon. He's like giving himself a little out to listen to some of his music. Yeah.
He pretty much abandoned his white son and didn't leave him very much. Now, I'm sure he got a lot of us normal folks, but it seems like Julian was pretty upset.
Oh, this is back in 2009,
Yeah,
so this was
absolutely.
before they realized that, like, Japanese people could, like, also be racist, and, like, they liked anime. So
having spent enough time
Yeah,
on the internet,
Dominicans
I think white people are like in fourth place for being good at racism.
Yeah, legit. The
Like,
Latino bloc is
Definitely,
really hard to beat.
Japanese people are higher. I think Dominicans probably at number one.
Yeah, I've seen their barber shops.
Yeah, Dominicans at number one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think like Latinos.
it's hard.
number,
If there was like
three.
ranked choice voting for racism, I think
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dominicans would pull.
I don't know,
ahead.
like the Latino bloc, they've got like the best team, but I really do think like Dominicans, that's
Yeah.
like a star player right there.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah, that's
or
peak.
everyone who has ever
Like
played
at that
for the
point, we're
Bulls
debating
combined,
like.
which does
Yeah.
also include Michael
At
Jordan.
this point, we're debating like who's better, Michael Jordan or the entire Bulls. Like kind of a hard debate to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, but white
Michael
people
Jordan beat
are-
100 Michael Jordans.
White people are like fifth place for racism.
yeah, they're
let's
just
be real.
they
Yeah,
are
that's why
really
this-
just like,
that's
oh,
why
I
this
went to
forum's
buy a
kinda easy to
sandwich
go
today and there was a
through,
black
because
lady
it's
making
like,
my
you
food.
know,
That stunk.
they aren't
That
pulling
actually
out
pissed me
something
off.
that's like kind of just like shattering your soul and decimating
Yeah,
you
how
with
dare
like
they.
how
Oh well,
how
sandwich
well
was good,
placed it is.
though. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like seeing that.
I'm gonna look up.
It's very like
How could I-
middle class racism. Like it's very
Yeah,
Mhm.
intimidate
Yeah.
Puerto
It's
Ricans in the
like
mailroom
the
without
racism
them
of
knowing
people
it
who
was
have
me
something
or
to lose. So
them
they're all
telling
just
anyone.
like, "Hey everyone, guess what? My marketing job. Fortunately, they hire you know who. So I might have to look into making only 110,000 a year."
They did a they did a thread called
Right.
Adolf Hitler on Mother's Day. Think about it. Yeah, which I guess is probably what they would be doing on there. Is there anyone's?
I wanted to see what was going on
Yeah,
the
it'll-
neo-Nazi mourning
It'll
Val
be- it'll
Kilmer's
be-
death
they'll post
thread.
like,
Oh,
it's
that's
okay to
mostly
live in
just
your
people
mom's
going
basement
like, "Oh, I
as a
really liked
40-year-old.
it in Tombstone."
Everyone falls on tough times sometimes.
I like to
And
Yeah.
the support of your parents is all you
It's
need.
kind
And
of
then
distressing
their
how
profile
like,
picture is like
these are
Calvin
just like
pissing on the
normal
Burj
uncles
Khalifa.
aside from the extreme racism. Like
Yeah.
you just like they act like a relative you have until you start asking them about the JQ,
Yeah.
and then
Then
it takes a turn. That
unfortunately.
admittedly takes a turn.
Yeah. Hold on. Somehow. Yeah.
I really wish I
There
could
is,
find
unfortunately, I don't recognize any of these, but there is an official white power and right-wing music thread.
Oh, okay.
This is something I have been wanting to do for a while. I see people
I know, but what's
asking
the
about white
Stormfront
power
post?
music suggestions and whatnot, so I figure why not make a thread dedicated to white power, right-wing, and politically incorrect music. There used to be a review thread, but no idea what happened to that, so I'm starting a thread showcasing these bands. Also, there seems to be a lot of
Wow.
new white power bands.
That's
It
pretty
does not
cool.
happen to be new stuff. It could be an old band someone just discovered. Post the band, the CD, or vinyl, or YouTube video. We know YouTube loves to delete white power music.
I'm sure.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the CEO is Polish. You know what
Yeah.
we think about them.
Yeah.
There's a
I do wonder
band.
what to think
There's
about
I'm
this.
sorry. There's a metalcore band called 14 Sacred Words. Fuck. You can find them at the official Tinnitus Records website.
Right.
This is a band that's like, seriously, Spencer, I saw them live. They were amazing.
Shut the
Like
fuck
metal.
up, dog.
The Irreplaceables.
Respect Beast in Black, fool.
I'm thinking of looking up. I'm just looking up The Beach for this to
What
see.
did they think of collapse over there?
I don't know
Because-
whether there's two separate bands called Jolly Rogers and the Irreductibles, or if it's like a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers thing, where it's Jolly Rogers and the Irreductibles.
Okay.
There's a thread on surfing.
Yeah, Burzum.
the non-replaceables.
So some of these names: Angry Aryans, Johnny Rebel, Burzum, Ad Hominem, Hate Forest, Destroyer 666.
Wait, they didn't say anything about white
Malevolent
nationalism, but they
Creation,
just have like
Marduk,
that vibe. You
Drunk-
can tell.
Chopin, De Indie, and many more.
Wait, did they say like Chopin in there?
That's pretty
no,
racist,
they put
actually.
a band I like on.
Really, it's
fucking
really
damn
fucked up.
shit.
for you to
What do
say
they
that.
put?
No, it's an honorable mention, a band that never said anything about politics but produced some very
Yep.
white metal
In
anthems.
2025, you're
and
actually going
Sons
to
of
say there's
Northern
nothing wrong
Darkness
with
by
being a
Immortal.
fucking evil ice
I do
wizard.
like Immortal.
And
They're very
freezing
good.
whole
And
towns.
they also put Bathory.
They're very white.
No, Immortal.
Yeah.
Immortal. As far as I know, don't really care.
You know, you
about
could be
any
using
kind
that
of
to cool
stuff. They're
down
just like,
India
dude,
and
what
other
if I was
places
an
affected
evil
by
ice
climate
wizard?
change. But you're
And
just
that's
using
all
it
of
for
their
your own
songs?
sick devices, you fucking disgusting ice
it's
wizard.
not.
I looked at.
Sorry, I got heated.
No, it's not. There's
I looked
nothing
up
wrong
J-
with being an ice wizard.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Well,
What-
Gus is-
what- yeah.
he's more into
Yeah.
like the.
There's a lot
Yes!
of screwdriver in here.
What's you using? What are you using that ice for?
Yeah.
Using the lesser races?
Put it in a cup.
Yeah, we're gonna ride dragons
oh, wait.
around.
No, it's okay. That you know what? That's how we beat the Ice Wizard.
So
Yeah.
fucking true.
I thought radical love was how we beat the ice wizard.
He,
Abolish ice wizards. Yeah.
Here's a thread. How to Train Your
Oh.
Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon is a must see. To me, this film has the best portrayings of Viking culture and its beliefs I've
Nice.
seen in a Hollywood produced film. Which, by the way, in that movie, their beliefs are we're gonna ride dragons.
Yes, dude. Yes, I love the white nationalism of How to Train Your Dragon.
I mean, it is about Vikings. The Vikings are portrayed as great and powerful instead of as savages because they have dragons. Some Jews and Hispanic girl do a few of the voices, but we also get Gerard Butler, Craig Ferguson, and David Tennant. Yeah. There's not a single non-white whatsoever. It's safe for all ages. There's a bold moment at the end, which I was surprised to see in a children's film. It makes for a touching connection between the two characters. Additional high points are the subtle but effective use
they
of
just
3D,
wear the
beautiful
helmet with
aurora
the horns,
borealis scene,
which is all
frequent
you
mentions
need.
of Odin and Thor, and a score that just soars as much as the
Mm-hmm.
spectacular flying sequences. I'm
Dude,
shocked
that's
for
awesome.
best film of the year so far. Saw it in 2D, but had a great time. A movie for kids and
Good night.
grown-ups. The one-legged forger is the
Okay.
comic character of the film. Great action sequences like the attack on the dragon's lair. I
Cool.
recommend. They haven't said anything racist in this thread. There's one.